Hello and welcome to yet another review / comparison. It's your casual clone, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Aliexpress clone troopers, and I will be comparing them to official clone trooper figures. So as you can see, we have a wide variety of action figures in front of us here, with two of those being the fake bootleg clones that you can buy online on Aliexpress. Now, I don't have any phase 1 normal clone troopers that are official, but I have a, phase 1 helmet by using the ARC helmet right here. So, right now, the two fake action figures in this display, these two right here, these are fake. So we have the phase 2 clone, who is completely fake, and the phase 1 clone, which is completely fake. And we also have a official 212th Battalion clone trooper to the right here, and we have a 50th anniversary 501st clone trooper in the middle here, just to kind of compare the body molds as well. And then of course you have ARC Trooper Fordo right here, or ARC Trooper, ARC Trooper. Because I know that there's still a lot of questions out there, or at least I've received some questions as to, are they worth getting? Yes, 100% get those figures. They are amazing. The articulation is based off of the new clone mold, the animated one from the animated show, and not the old mold right here, which I am more than fine with. I'm gonna just start off with the phase 1. So as you can see, this right here is the phase 1 bootleg Aliexpress clone trooper. He looks great. You can pose him just like any other official one. The paint application, this is how he comes when you purchase him. He even has the red lamp here, if you can see it. All the official ones that I've seen, at least, I don't have an official phase 1 blank clone. They don't have that detail. Now that I'm looking at this here, the armors from the official ones and the fake ones actually have a different tone of white, which I find to be quite interesting. They have the same exact articulation than the official ones, which means the dumbbell joint at the top of the neck with as well a Tamara Morrison head sculpt underneath the helmet. That's another extra. So if you guys want cheap clones with the option to paint the head, if you decide to do so, you can do that. They are glued on just like the official one, but you can remove the helmet if you choose to do so, which is great. I just can't believe how good these things are. Neck is completely separated. There's another ball joint right here. You can remove it. You can remove the head a lot easier than the official ones, but that's not as easy so that it would fall off once the figure falls on the ground. But yeah, you can see the ball joint right here, and the neck is separated right here with the ball joint at the top. You have a good amount of tilt. For a helmeted character, you can go up that far, which is okay. You can go down a good amount. He also does come with the DC 15 and 17, I think is what they're called, or 16 and 17, whatever. He comes with the blaster, and he comes with the blaster rifle. He has a single jointed elbow, as you can see, which goes past 90. This one's a bit more rough, but with a bit of heat, you can get this to be a lot smoother. A bit past 90. He has a butterfly joint right here, you can see it, which does work better than the other clones, the official ones. I feel like it works a lot better. Works great. He does also have the soft shoulder pads, which allow for more up movement, if that makes sense. He has, I think, the ball joint inside of the torso, which allows for a nice amount of hula hoop action. I don't think it's a dumbbell joint, I'm not too sure. Same articulation as the official one. Crunch that far forward, crunch that far back. So it's pretty good. What I forgot to do in my other reviews, he has an upper thigh rotation hidden by the armor, just like the official ones. So you can twist it right here, so you can kick him up that far. Single jointed knee, just like the original one, goes past 90 with that weird knee pad. The shoes, the boots are a lot easier to articulate as well. They're not as stiff. Down that far up, and he also has a forward-facing pin for rocker. So I don't see why people wouldn't buy this. I understand it's a sketchier sort of website, but I highly recommend it. It does take a while to arrive because it is coming from China. So my order took about a month, which I think is okay, all things considered, because it does come from China. This is a new helmet mold as far as I know for Fordo. It's a completely new helmet mold. And I think it looks really good. It looks pretty much exactly the same. Really cannot complain. You can barely tell the difference. And this is how he comes. He comes painted like this. I didn't make any modifications. I literally just opened him up. Here he is from the back. Great. There's no paint effects, barely any, and you can always touch it up later if you decide to do so. Now, in terms of the Phase 2 Clone Trooper, a lot of people really want to find this 501st Trooper to army build him from the anniversary line. Now, I understand that a lot of people like him better because he looks bulkier, because he is in fact based off of the movies and not the animated Clones series. And the helmet, as a lot of people also complain about, is more accurate to the movie. And I can see why. I think he looks great. His articulation sucks. It does. In my opinion, at least. He can barely stand. His legs are extremely soft. They're extremely soft. You can see the pins here. They are double jointed, but even though they're double jointed, on this guy at least, you don't get more movement than you would on him, which again kind of defeats the entire purpose of it being double jointed. The head is just, it's so hard to move him. He has basically no articulation, not a lot. He can look down quite far, I have to say, but like not a lot of up. He has no tilt whatsoever because he doesn't have a head sculpt underneath. Basically just side to side. The helmet just, helmet does look better because it's more accurate to the movies. He does also have, if I remove the blaster here, he has the old body, obviously, so the lines don't go all the way through as to where you have him. The lines, they extend all the way to inside of the armor where you cannot even see it anymore. He has those really stiff shoulder pads. They're not soft, which is unfortunate because on this version, the shoulder pads, they don't go inside of the torso. They don't. There's no space for that. So you don't get a lot of up either. And you can try to twist it and turn it. It's super hard plastic. So this is all the up movement you get. Quite disappointing. When it comes to the elbows, without breaking the figure, he gets slightly past 90, but that's it. The hands are probably the nicest articulated part in my opinion, because you do have the really nice down up action right here, or the side to side, and then here the down and up. But it's the exact same on the new mold. So he basically looks really nice, but he's a terrible figure to pose. If you guys want to pose him, I don't think he's great. If you keep him in box, then he's perfectly fine. With these two, you guys can't really see it on the camera, but he actually has more of an eggshell white plastic compared to him. I'm surprised, because this guy even has more detail, because if you look at the shoes, if you look at the boots, you have gray here, right? You have that bit of gray. This guy only has, it's just white paint. Or not even white paint, it's just plastic. It's just cast in white plastic. I'm not gonna go over the articulation again because it's the same exact thing, just the helmets are different. Look at how amazing this helmet looks. It just looks phenomenal. He has silver paint on his little like vents in his mouth compared to the other guy who has it in gray. It is based off of the cartoon, which they don't have the eyebrow or the brow or whatever. He does have a Tamara Morrison head sculpt underneath. So does he though. He does as well. This guy is literally the best bang for your buck. He's also cheap compared to all the other figures. He is available in an abundance. He comes with the small blaster and the big rifle blaster for 20 bucks. And he's great for customizers. You can buy the Shock Trooper version of him. You can buy the 501st. You can even buy the 212 clone version. If you cannot get a hold of the Walgreens exclusive, you can buy this guy from Aliexpress, and you're not gonna be able to notice a difference. I know I've been rambling on for a while. If you're not sure about the Aliexpress one, it's 100% worth it. They're amazing figures. Again, this is the Aliexpress Phase 2 clone, and he's just as good as the original, if not even a little bit better. The only gripe I think I would have is that the hands, they do come off and they're a bit more rubbery than the originals, but they have the same articulation, they hold weapons just as well. Really want to encourage you guys. In the Discord servers that I'm in, there's a lot of people that are like, I'm not sure if I want to get them, they're in my cart, but I'm not sure if I want to do it. they don't feel cheap. I've seen reviews where they say that they feel cheaper. Aside from the fact that they smell like plastic, maybe a bit more stronger than the original ones, they feel exactly the same to me. This was my comparison slash rant slash whatever you might want to call it. It's been your casual clone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this in some way, shape or form helped you out with your decision making. I will see you in my next review, and until then, adios mi amigos.